Hi friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about the pros and cons of learning how to cook foods and make foods that are gluten-free. So to start off, I started learning how to bake gluten-free when I was dating my now husband, and it was a learning curve. But since then, I have ran into other people that are not very confident in cooking from scratch gluten-free meals. That need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff because their loved ones can't eat gluten. So I made this video of pros and cons to help people out so that they know what they're up against when they start this journey. So to start off with a pro, if you learn how to cook gluten-free, and bake gluten-free, you will become so much better at cooking with flour. I was making a gluten-free pie, and then a couple months later I was making a pie that was with flour. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier, because working with gluten-free flour is a lot more temperamental, but it makes it so much easier when you switch back. So that's something. Another thing is it's like bragging rights. Like, you're like, wow, I made this. I made these cinnamon rolls, or I made this whole meal, and it's gluten-free. And so that is a really great thing that is a perk of gluten-free. Also, it's way less expensive. So I like looking at like gluten-free crusts, or like if you buy gluten-free lasagna, but it's a lot of money. But if you like make your own pizza crusts, it's significantly cheaper, and so you can save a lot of money. Another thing is the sky becomes your limit. I have seen so many things made with gluten-free flour that I didn't even really fathom could be made with gluten-free, that could be made gluten-free. So I think that is amazing. Like, even though you have like this allergic reaction to flour, you can still eat kind of normal foods. So that is something I like about learning how to cook gluten-free. Okay, moving on to cons. Oh, there are some times where things just don't turn out. A tip that I found is there is two types of gluten-free. There's the gluten-free fad, and then there's the gluten-free I can't eat gluten. And so when I first started, I would look at all these gluten-free recipes, and they were like, put like this random herb and like this random like stuff in your recipe, and you're gonna cut down sugar, and you're not gonna have any butter, and you're gonna go coconut oil. And so like when I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies, and it was like super healthy. And I don't know about you guys, but when I make chocolate chip cookies, I'm not really intending to be healthy. So that was something that was like a learning curve for me, is that I was like, okay, to find recipes, like you gotta like decide what you want. Are you wanting to go like the health route, or the route that's like, yeah, it's still healthy, but it's normal, like more normal tasting. So I found that using non-gluten-free recipes and just substituting gluten-free flour were my best options. But it was like a learning curve. Another thing that is really hard about learning how to cook gluten-free is you can spend a ton of time doing a recipe and having it just flop and taste awful. I have had several fails, and it's really discouraging because you've spent all this time and you're trying to make a good meal, and then it just flops. And there's times where it's like, wow, it just tastes better to get this from the store. I went through several different gluten-free breads, and we still, like, my husband just found a new one that we really like, and it's just like a process of like finding the recipes that you like and sticking with them and finding the ones that work for you. So that is another con of gluten-free, is like you have to give yourself some slack. It's a little hard to learn, but once you learn it, it is such a valuable skill that can help you save a lot of money. I feel like me and my husband eat fairly normal, and I still will eat flour, but like our meals are, we have biscuits, we had cornbread tonight, and it's not like made from a package. I'm like making it from scratch. So that is something that has been really great about learning how to cook gluten-free. So I hope you found this video helpful. If there are any additional pros and cons that you would like to add, please leave them in the comments below. Also, you can check out more pros and cons linked in the description below. I hope you have a great day. Bye.